The 4-0 Kentucky Wildcats are off to their best start since the 2016-17 season, and the newly entered top 10 AP poll Cats are here inside Rupp Arena taking on the Jackson State Tigers in the Unity Series. Welcome courtside, everybody, alongside two-time national champion Cameron Mills. And Coach Pope said, no, that was all Jackson, recognizing that he didn't like what he saw from his body language, as Jackson State will win the tip, going from left to right on your screen, and we are underway. Cats in white, Jackson State in the dark blue jerseys with red accent. Otega Oweh crashing on that lower block as you've seen him do, and he's gotten 3 or 4 steals in the last couple games from that very move, Cameron.
Now this is where you got Jackson State going to force a bad shot with the clock ticking down.
Got it off in time and hit. Well, they say he didn't hit the rim, so it's a shot clock violation with this starting lineup throughout the year, trying to find the right one. Well, here we are, game number 5, and it's the same starting lineup that Coach Pope has had all year, as Robinson spots up from 3. Good.
Well, you're 4-0. Why would you tinker?
Jackson picking up right where he left off from Tuesday night against Lipscomb, and this is a Jackson State team, as we chatted with Mo Williams at shoot-around today, a little bit depleted, and they answer with a quick 3. Good start for Jackson State here in the opening 2 minutes or so. Down low to Shannon Grant, listed at 6'11", 290, and he fights through. 39th consecutive non-conference road game. Chatting with Coach Williams today, he was speaking about how these games State all on the road. He said, we're building for SWAC play, which begins in late December for Jackson State.
I always love it when coaches intentionally schedule hard schedules, because you start learning more about your team quicker.
Robinson from 3. He's 2 for 2.
You just get the sense they're
out by Watson Jr. Has his pocket picked by Lamont Butler. Butler wants to get down that lane, fights into a double team. Out to Oweh, ball fake, gets to the elbow, pull-up jumper, bounces in.
Of all the players on this Kentucky team that we could, all-star, Oweh's the most consistent. He's the one that kind of everything, whether it actually runs through or not, he's the one that makes this Kentucky team go offensively and defensively.
What's pretty remarkable is Oweh has a steal, and there he goes, cleared for takeoff.
You say, at walkthrough today, he's going over concepts, telling me what they're going to do, what they're going to do here, and I'm like, can I get a glossary? I need a dictionary for all your basketball terms that I thought we knew together. Apparently we don't.
Well, in his post-game radio show on Tuesday night, he said the word neuroscience as another trip to the free throw
practice. Everybody piling in each other's room. We'd find Mark in his room by him.
Well, the challenge that Coach Pope was most excited about tonight was he thinks this Jackson State team is a very good rebounding team. And he thinks that Kentucky has a way to go where he wants them to be as far as rebounding goes. So he was interested to see what that looks like tonight in this matchup. As Butler able to keep the ball, goes to the rack and finishes. McMillan running the point. Got a switch, and now he's got the 7-footer Amari Williams on him. They switch back. Step back long, 2 from Mansell, and he hits it on a fader. Cats want to restart the offense quickly, and that's a theme of this Mark Pope offense. Butler will spot up from the 3. Good. Perfect. Plenty of time for the Cats. Carr looking to get it to Brea. Now Robinson. He tries to go 3 for 3, and he does.
So just again, upperclassman move by Carr. He had Brea
shooter at times. At what point do you just see if you got it tonight and do a little heat check?
If you're Jackson Robinson, maybe around 6 or 7. If you're me, after you've hit 2.
McMillan out. Kentucky, a little bit of a trap there at the wing at Old Rupp Arena.
Absolutely. Not only that, but a little bit of trivia I was told before the game. But Dorian McMillan, a relative of Dale Brown,
yes,
who once played here at Kentucky. Not the LSU Dale Brown, but the Kentucky Dale Brown.
Oh, what an alley-oop. Finished off on the other end by Mansell. Oh, partial block that's completed by Garrison, denying Reyna. Krisa using the screen and a little bit of a pile-up, and headed the other way. Brea in the lane.
He went after the ball, and I don't know if he fouled him.
Canaville misses the transfer. Coach Pope called him their best offensive rebounder. despite cut off. We'll kick it out to Almanor. 2 to shoot. Kentucky not going to get a shot off. Great D by Reyna, who is fighting on the floor right now, but it's won back by Garrison. Reyna didn't get any help as Almanor found open in the corner and knocks it down.
Not only was that Kurt Kriisa made, it was certainly Brandon Garrison and his hustle.
Despite not being a starter. Mansell, he's been shooting it well. Has that one go a little bit long. Brea, the rebound.
Those are the kind of threes I think Kentucky is willing to give up.
Brea down the lane. Little floater is good. Timeout, Jackson State, as Kobe Brea, normally a
It's tough on us, and that's what we need right now.
Well, we are pleased to be joined by a legend here in the building as the three goes a little bit long from Reyna, cleaned up by Colin Chandler. It is Kenny Skywalker. Welcome back home as the three banged in from Colin Chandler.
I love the way that we play. I love the way that we share the ball offensively. We got good guys at every position. Obviously, we shoot the three very well. But I like the experience and the leadership that we have with this team.
Nifty steal and denial by Brandon Garrison. He tried to go for a second one, but that one finished off the glass and in.
Still a great job by Garrison, not only to block it, but keep it in play as well.
Cannaville is without a shoe, and Garrison able to finish and take advantage. Made it cool. And do you ever kind of look back at those highlights? I mean, if I was in a dunk contest, I'd be watching that like 3 times a day.
I got it on a loop. I mean, YouTube, you know, watch it every night before I go to bed. But no, that was a good era. In my opinion, that's when the best dunkers got in the dunk contest.
Against the best in that event.
Well, the Michael Jordans, the Dr. J's, Larry Nance, Clyde Drexler, Spud Webbs. Your best dunker, Dominique. We all wanted to compete and have fun. Nobody cared who won, obviously.
But if you haven't had the opportunity yet, I'm sure you will. Mark Pope is going to want you to have a word with his team. What would that word be? What would you want to share with these 13, 14 young men?
It's just like I told you on the air, Cam. You know, I came close to winning a championship. I'm the second all-time leading scorer in the history of UK basketball. And I wanted that championship so bad, and it still disappointed me that I didn't win it. But the way that the fans interact and treat me, it's almost like I won a championship. The ovations that I get when I come to Rupp Arena and just meeting people in everyday life, the love that I can't believe it. You know, Ralph Hacker, the guy that used to call the games on the radio for the Cats back afterwards, it makes me proud, but it makes my family and my teammates proud because that
State approaching the under 8 timeout. Kentucky in control as there's another block. This time it's Amari Williams. The Cats have a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Carr shifting down low. Williams taking off.
Great job by the big man to run the court, and great job by one big man to feed the other big man for running down the court.
And pass, he didn't run over the defensive player. Great pass by Carr.
Pushes the lead out to 21. Otega wanted to go the other way there. There's a little floater finished by McMillan. Tell you what, he is opening some eyes tonight here inside this building, the freshman.
And Kentucky right now struggling not only with McMillan, but just with those high screen rolls.
Backdoor to Owe, finishes off the glass.
Seems to be having their way on offense, but on defense,
it's struggling.
Jackson State's getting the shots they want.
McMillan, the freshman, 7 points on 3 of 3 shooting. As Owe comes up with a steal. Owe all by himself.
Again.
It's like he knows you're sitting. The layoff on the bench, but back in there. He's been a physical presence down low as there's that backdoor cut that Jackson State wants to utilize.
And to be fair, Carr was there.
As the ball goes in on a beautiful finish from Mansell, the Long Beach State transfer. For one free throw, no good, but he's still got 6 points. Mari Williams in transition. Cats have done well both in and out of the arc as Carr out to Owe. Owe splits 2 defenders with the left hand, finishes.
I mean, that's just strength and body-to-body one-on-one.
Team is Cameron for Kentucky. You look at Andrew Carr, 17 points against Duke in the biggest win of the year so far, and he has not had very big offensive nights since then. In fact, he hasn't taken a single shot here tonight. Didn't take very many Tuesday against Lipscomb as that one finished, but eventually ran down by Andrew Carr. Carr thought about that transition 3. Owe will take it and hit it.
again, it's back to that idea of you got 0.5 seconds to make a decision if you're Kentucky, and that's what they're doing.
Oh, what a save by Otega Oweh on the steal to Butler. Left-handed finish. Coming the other way, Watson will finish with his right hand.
Exhaustive research session.
Oh, boy.
But Kobe Brea is shooting better from three than 93% of NCAA Division I players are shooting from the foul line.
Wow. It has been like a layup. Good finish around us.
But just missing a couple means nothing. He's got it. He's got to keep going up with those three-point shots.
Butler from behind, able to smack the ball out of the hands of Shannon Grant. Open down low, Andrew Carr with the dunk.
Great pass by Brandon Garrison. Jackson Robinson went to Brandon. Brandon Garrison saw Andrew Carr wide open. Still a good shot by Garrison. Found himself wide open because his defender had to help out as Lamont Butler streaked down to the low post.
Good D by Butler to get Watson in the air. It's 5-3 break for Kentucky, and Andrew Carr at the rim finishes. And Shannon Grant on the other end. To be fair, though, for Grant, this is his longest run on the floor so far tonight. Fatigue, especially with the amount of games that they've played in the last 15 days, could be an issue as McMillan continues to go off. He's now in double figures with 11. And now we see, and he's a pretty good mentor. Yeah. He knows a thing or two about being a guard at a high level, having such a long NBA career.
It certainly looks like it's worked out so far for both of them.
And McMillan in double figures, first Tiger in double figures as Garrison goes to work in the paint. Garrison, the former Oklahoma State Cowboy, a McDonald's All-American just a couple years ago. Jackson State can't hold for the last shot, so shot put up and another block by Garrison. That's 3 here in the first half. 5 seconds to shoot for the Cats. Garrison will fire it up and leave it short, no good, but a great half of basketball for Kentucky.
10, Jackson State already there.
Starting the half for Kentucky is their starters, leading by 24. Could see some extended run, though, for that second unit here in the second half. We'll see as Otega Oweh blocked on the first play of the second half. Jamie Mitchell, who hasn't been heavily involved, but now Oweh gets it right back. 2-on-1, out in front to Williams. The give and go to Robinson and a slam.
Again, that whole play made by Oweh, not giving up. Got his shot blocked down here, hustled.
Many passes on it.
It's happened multiple times this year where you watch them just zip the ball around the perimeter, down in the lane. It moves, and you think, I feel like you all have passed up about 8 open shots here to get this 9th.
Three-pointer on the way for Mansell. He had a good first half, and he has started his second. Jackson State. Here he is off the dribble working on Amari Williams, but McMillan gets the miss. McMillan, little floater, in and out, no good. Butler comes away with it, 2-on-1 if he wants to hurry. Butler down the lane, a dunk, thunderous through the lane.
He had that look in his eye right around the three-point line. Stay patient, stay in that offense. When that ball rotates, he's gonna be open for threes.
Watson got his man in the air and finishes.
Jackson State, they're playing smart basketball. They don't have the height advantage, don't have the athleticism, but they are playing good fundamental ball.
Oweh open in the corner. In and out. Andrew Carr fighting for the rebound. He puts it back in.
Fighting is the right word. He stayed with that ball.
They're matched up again on this end. Mansell, a little step back long, 2 is wide left. Butler, he wants another one. Down the lane, off the glass, and that's going to be a goaltend on Mansell. So Butler, what else is new? Heavily involved on the defensive end in various ways. Williams, skip pass to Butler. Extra one finds Oweh. Ball fake, gets in the lane. Oweh, get out of his way. Remember, as McMillan gets to the rim but can't finish. Oweh the rebound.
Well, and just think about how important those road games, this road game is. I mean, they are in a hostile environment. They're playing a great Kentucky team.
What a find by Garrison as Oweh, another dunk.
Jackson State is getting something out to get something out of this game.
Yeah, Coach Williams had mentioned, he's a realist. He's going to coach this game like he wants to win, but he's also going to find wins within the game. that are realistic as Watson gets to the rack. A left-handed layup is good around contact with Garrison, and he is slow to get up on the other end. Kentucky playing 5-on-4. Robinson in the corner for 3. Yes.
And that's why Jackson needs to continue to shoot those shots. 16%.
Cats have cooled off a little bit from that part. 9 of 27, but doing enough inside the arc as well, getting a lot of good looks at the rim as Reyna, bit of a wild shot. Missed everything, but cleaned up and then put back in by Tamari, and better rebounding teams that they'll face in the non-conference portion of the schedule, and he wanted to see how the Cats answer to that.
Well, right now, tied up 28-28, just overall rebounding statistics.
Amari Williams through some contact. Oh, got his own miss and put it right back in.
I was going to say, Kentucky with 28 rebounds, only 2 offensively. I believe that's up to 3 at this point after that slam by Amari Williams.
Well, if you look at the Cats' last 3 home games, here's a 3 from Hoover, and he got fouled. Shot is in and out, no good, but he'll shoot.
Kentucky now, because of that Amari Williams dunk, only up to 3.
Amari 14 minutes.
And that can lead to some turnovers, but tonight, keeping everything in check.
Good looking.
Half court, that ball's got to move. You're going to have open guys all over the place, so especially in transition.
They go backdoor to Brea. Caught it off a bobble and couldn't quite get the and one, but he'll go to the free throw line for 2. He would go through these stretches where it didn't seem like he was engaged.
I think part of it could be that. I think also, one of the things that Kentucky fans really, because all these guys are new, we haven't.
Second unit now in for Jackson State. Hoover, 10 to shoot. Got Williams in the air and just can't finish. Brea in transition, a 3. Yes! One of the best 3 strokes you'll see is that one a bit long from Reyna. But Brea, 1 out of 2 tonight. Is that one blocked by Chandler, but maybe a little bit too much contact. That head coach Mark Pope, despite him only being 6'5", said probably their best offense. Some extra interest in this free throw.
I think there might be a chicken sandwich on.
Chandler tried to get it to Almanor down low, and it was intercepted. Good batted ball there.
Maybe a little freshman mistake by Colin. Just trying to force something in that wasn't quite there yet.
Jump step getting to the rim and getting a foul as Canaville can't finish it, but he'll go to the line for chicken or no chicken. This crowd has been engaged tonight, and or so in the building here tonight.
And I think a lot of that credit goes to Coach Pope, his staff,
and they nearly had an 8th. Kobe Brea was ready.
Great anticipation by Kobe that time.
Reyna has to beat the shot clock. He does, but can't make it. Amari Williams the rebound. Chandler on a good feed from Butler in. Butler, is that one off the mark? Chandler another board. Chandler getting an extended run here with the second unit. Jump stop, kicks it out. They swing it around to Brea. That patented ball fake. Here it is. Yes. In and out. No good.
Both teams getting a little sloppy here in the last few minutes.
And a dunk left open for Canaville. And a timeout from Mo Williams. And a great job.
There, and everything else dresses it up.
Oh, the weather we've been having up until the last couple of days, you could really fire up the grill as Garrison. Oh, Chan inside the paint for Garrison. All about the feed there, wasn't it, Cam?
Exactly, Andrew. I think we've seen that from both squads at this point.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be thrilled with that 9 turnover number.
If it stays under 10, he might be. But if it gets over, that's kind of the goal. Keep it under 10.
There's a foul underneath, is working hard as Canaville. Playing somebody else because they were tired of being guarded by Lamont Butler.
94 feet, and he will just get in your face. And even if it doesn't get the steal, just make it difficult for you to initiate your
this press. That exact press was worked on at shoot-around this morning by Jackson State. Trying to get some action at half court, and if they don't get it, they go back into their regular set. Is Brea open for 3? Yes.
Well,
anyway.
But that pop roll basically where when that ball's passed to you, you've got 0.5 seconds to do something with it. Pass it, shoot it, move it, dribble it, but you got 0.5 seconds. They want to move that ball quickly because that keeps defenses honest. And
Don't they?
yeah, most shooters can, the moment they feel it roll off that last fingertip, they've got a good idea whether or not it's going in.
Butler another steal. See if he pushes the ball. They got Otega Oweh in transition, challenging the 6'11", 290 Shannon Grant.
Year of college basketball.
Cats may be breaking their run. 17 points, make it 18, and now 19. That's the reigning Mr. Basketball from Kentucky, Travis Perry, the freshman getting ready to check in. And he will do so at this dead ball as a turnaround jumper from Mitchell is no good. Duke, and then the coming out party, at least in a Kentucky uniform. For
Points in high school?
I got the exact number. It was 5,300. Brea finds Garrison. Wanting to hit a backdoor cutting Perry, but he's covered up. 8 to shoot. Around a screen, Brea, he'll let it fly from 3. Yes!
He sets himself, he squares himself.
Coming up on 5 to play here in the ball game. Kentucky looking to hit triple digits for the 3rd time here at Rupp Arena. As that one poked away by Garrison. Oweh out ahead to Brea. Brea the jam!
Kentucky now up to 36 three-point shots in this game, hitting 38.9% of
Mansell
them.
wide of the mark. Perry trying to run it down. Mansell gets his miss. Finds Mitchell for 3. Off the glass and in.
It'll count one way or the other.
Will pull up just inside the paint, off the front of the rim. Mitchell wants another. Yes, Mitchell starting to heat up. He's got 7. Travis Perry got his first basket in a Kentucky uniform against Lipscomb. Brea thought about that 3. Now he'll shoot it. Why not? Why not? Kobe Brea, 22 points.
Took a worse 3 the second time than I believe he had the first time. Still drained it. I believe at this point he might be up to his percentage.
It's getting close.
Not quite there yet?
Not quite.
Got to get my calculator out here and figure this out.
Not quite. Off the glass and in on a good finish on the back. Andrew Carr working on Mansell. That's been a fun matchup tonight on both ends of the floor. It's been one of the few regular matchups actually tonight. As Oweh, oh man, like he's shot out of a cannon into the restricted area, runs over them, and ended the year in the Elite 8. Actually did that their first round turn for 21, which will tie a season high for Otega Oweh. And it's both Travis Perry and Trent Noah into the game. And I do got to apologize to the fine folks of Eddyville, Kentucky, and their native son bangs it in. A bit of a taxing week for the Cats.
Well, but I think a good idea, whether it was intentional or unintentional by Mark Pope. Obviously, the Gonzaga game has been on the schedule for a few years now, but just that, again, when you get grace adversity, he preaches it, he talks about it all the time. He wants his team to face it because he knows they're going to face it in the tournament, and that's when he wants them at their best.
See if Trent Noah can get his first Kentucky basket. Here he is for 3. Yes, for Trent Noah. Add Darren Horn, head coach at Northern Kentucky University, and speaking of Western, made his name in the coaching ranks, leading them to the tournament. As here's a breakaway. It's going to be Perry. Perry, a layup, no good. Chandler following, but I don't think it's going to count. Looked like Perry got
during madness, and it was the 2 shortest guys on the team. In Colin.
Also getting his first field goal in a Kentucky uniform tonight. Perry got that out of the way in the Cats' last game on Tuesday against Lipscomb.
You know, the funny thing, the way the offense works is you're not even thinking about that if you're a Kentucky player. I mean, you got so much to think about where you have to be, moving that ball. You're just getting shots up if shots come to you, so you're not even worried about getting your first basket, your first three-pointer, your first free throw, what have you.
And Noah looks over to the bench to say, do we want to run something here, or do we want to try to just dribble this one out? The shot clock and game clock are virtually the same, and it looks like Kentucky will just dribble this one out.
I think so.
Or
maybe,
will they?
Maybe.
One more.
Maybe not.
Perry, he'll fire it up from 3, left it short. And the rebound taken in by Mansell. And he can't quite finish it in time, but the game is over.
I'm not sure anybody on the Kentucky squad knew exactly what the plan was there in the last few seconds.
Nonetheless, a dominating performance for head coach Mark Pope and Kentucky. 108-59 the final as the Cats hit 17 threes, but they were impressive at the rim tonight too, Cam.